submit dot, and we have the add event listener here, which we can just change right here or copy right here since we already have it. So we're going to do add event listener click, but on click, it's going to do a function. Now we don't have a function yet for this, so what we're going to do is we're going to define a function named add food. And what this function is going to do is it is going to create, we're going to get what is within this input, and it is going to add it into our actual HTML. So we're going to create a variable of our item equals document dot get element by ID, and the element we're going to get is what is in the input. So it is fave_food. It is going to get this, and we're actually going to only get what's in the field. Oops. Sorry. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get the value of what is within this specific field at this time. So now, once I have this value, we are going to, so item equals this value. What we're going to do is we are now going to take that value and we're going to add it into our HTML right there. So once again, we're going to do document.get element by ID, and we are going to get the element of add_food. Dot inner HTML, and I'm going to do plus equals, and I'm going to create an inner HTML of p item and p. Just like that. And don't forget to add your semicolons. So now what this should do is if I were to type in pizza and click submit, now it didn't work. So now why didn't it work? So up here, we have our code that we tried to write right here, but we don't have a function within it. So let's add the function of add food right there. Now let's see if it'll work this time. All right. So now the problem here is, once again, we need this to be here. So what I can do, I can do this, do some squiggly brackets. Oh, whoops. I forgot that doesn't work with this. That's Python. Sorry, guys. So what I can do is I can just simply do this. Now let's see if that worked. That did not either. There we go. So that is how it's done. So I created the opening plus the item plus the closing P. And if I were to do this each time, this one down here would change. If I wanted to create a whole new one, I can do pizza. Oh, plus equals doesn't work there. What I could do is I could create a div that adds this right here within that div, and it'll create a list going all the way down. So there's a little bit. One other thing worth mentioning is when you are creating these, you have to remember that the way that the wording goes is the first word is always lowercase, and every word after that, the beginning letter is in uppercase. This caught me off guard several times, but as you see here, we have background color. We have get element by ID. Each one of these is in uppercase, or add event listener. So there's a little bit that you can do that kind of shows what you can do with DOM. I've seen other things to where you can make it so that the clock changes when you press a button. It gives you the current time and day, or when you open, it'll automatically have it's Tuesday, so on and so forth, and it'll change the HTML saying what day it is depending on what's going on. So there's a little bit about HTML. Hope it helped. If it didn't, sorry about my explanation. So that is it for today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'd be glad to help you if I can.